Welcome to another episode of the ScienceMe. It's a pleasure to have Chiara Ocone. Hello, Chiara. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Hi, thanks
How
for
are
having me.
you? Thanks.
I'm doing well.
Yeah.
Thank you. You?
So perfect. Are you living in Spain?
Yes, I am currently living in Bilbao, in the Basque Country, even if I
Okay.
am Italian.
Okay, that's great. So, Chiara, before starting with the discussion, could you please introduce us yourself? I mean, what's your position? What you are doing? All of these things.
Sure. I am currently working at Charles River with a strategic role in marketing within the microbial solution business unit. And I started this path a few years ago, and they gave me actually the opportunity to relocate to Spain. So I'm extremely grateful for that.
That's great. That's great.
And yes, in my free time, because let's remember that not everything is about work.
Sure.
In my free time, I usually practice yoga and meditation. I love reading. I play piano sometimes. So I try to keep up with my creativity with some extra disciplines, let's
So
say.
that means that you have to keep up the hobbies, right, or the leisure time in order
Absolutely.
to promote the creativity. Is that correct?
Yes. At least for me, this is how it works usually. When I feel stuck and I cannot develop an idea properly, then I usually try to step away and take some time for me meditating or practicing yoga. Actually, I'm also about to finalize my master degree to become a yoga teacher. But as I always say, I did it for a personal reason and not to become a teacher, because yoga really had a great impact in my life. But yeah, usually, as an Italian, I tend to say when you're working on something, and this is coming from my background, but we will talk about that a little later, I assume. It's like you are making pizza. You have to leave the dough there, let it.
You have to leave the dough in order to
add the final results, which usually is a great one because it's a pizza.
It's a process. It's a reaction. So you need to process this reaction in order to get something more creative or more tasty, let's say, in terms of the food. But yeah, you are correct.
Absolutely. And this is how, while I was working as a translator, it was while approaching a text, you put down something, but then maybe even after just 1 hour or two, when you go back, you read it again and you say like, oh no, I don't like it. Maybe this other word works better. And this is what happens when you are developing a campaign or a creative idea, a project, or anything that's related to
So, Chiara, what is your current position in Charles River right now?
I have a strategic role at the moment. My path started as a client engagement within the organization, and then from there I have grown up. and yes, from there I had a role as a strategic marketing, and now I am transitioning to a leading position, always as a global strategic role. At the beginning, I was more focused in Europe, but now I am in a global role. Yes.
So pretty tough, right? I mean, how you came to hold this global marketing strategy position? What is your path right now? I mean, if you can tell us a few words about that.
Well, first of all, I have to say that many years ago, probably I would have never said that I was in this role. Because as I told you, I started as an interpreter and a translator, but then I had several roles. But with the pandemic, I think that I had that strong desire to literally do something different and embark on a career that could have a meaningful impact in my life as well as in the life of other people. And so I always sought opportunities in life to specialize in scientific fields, even if I am more a language person.
Okay.
And so my journey into marketing, even if I mentioned that several times, my background is interpreting and translation. So my journey in marketing began when I started as a freelance. And there, basically, I had to explore also in my future roles, activities, marketing activities for retails and also B2C marketing.
Okay.
At Charles River, actually, I found a career that aligns with my values and passions. And these strategic roles, to go back to your point and to your question, really allows me to combine my marketing expertise with a greater purpose, meaning supporting the safe and timely delivery of vital medicines to patients. And my strategic role is also supported by something that I love particularly while working at this company, which is the collaborative environment. So we always achieve success as a team. And this is the greatest part of the strategy, working as a team.
Working as a team, yeah.
Exactly, even because we are from different countries. And this is also the great impact while working in a global role, because you have to understand all the cultures and all the value of all the people and above all customers, because in the end, we create strategies for our customers. So
this is a challenge, right? I mean, as you are working in a very, international and multicultural company, and actually your products are delivered to multicultural, again, countries and customers and businesses. It's pretty tough or pretty challenging. I don't know.
Is it? But as I always say, in this, I can tell you that I am lucky enough because I love languages. And the reason why with 5 years, I told my mom, hey, mom, I would love to become an interpreter and I did everything to follow my dreams and make them real, is because I think that languages are like a bridge for cultures.
Right. Is that right? Yeah.
I live that aspect of being multicultural or living in a multicultural environment as something that is cherishing me. So really, I enjoy being in a multicultural environment because it's kind of a challenge that keeps my passion alive, that ignites my passion every single day. How we can translate these into another language while keeping the message that's boosting our product and services, how we can make these impactful in another language, in another culture. And we need to take into account a lot of things, the colors, the words. I don't want to make examples, but sometimes while developing messaging, I always try to be the developer, of course, with the team, but also like the customer on the other side. And I say, hey, as a native speaker here, a non-native speaker here, or as a native speaker of another language, these specific words that can resonate in this culture doesn't resonate for me because I have never seen this word in this context. So this means that message cannot allow me to pick right away what you would like me to the message that you would like to convey. Exactly. And so we need to take care of all these little things, little details when we deliver a message. And this is what we as a team try to do when working all together. And
you are doing this perfectly. I have to say that. I really love all your strategic missions and all the marketing things that we are doing. It's perfect.
Thank you.
How does Charles River's mission influence its marketing strategy, and what sets it apart from other contract research organizations?
Well, this is a great question, and my answer can seem a little bit biased, but this is my personal opinion.
Sure. We need your personal opinion. This is the reason for this podcast.
Charles River has a mission that is powerful and deeply motivating at the same time. So, and this mission is, as you know, bring vital drugs to market safely and as quickly as possible, all while prioritizing patient safety. So this commitment shapes actually everything we do, including our marketing strategy, because we need to prioritize our customers while developing the marketing strategies as well. So what sets us apart, in my opinion, is the trust and connection we build with our clients. So they don't see us just as a service provider. They see us as a partner in the mission. Again, the team effort. This is great, in my opinion, because this sense of shared purpose drives our campaigns and communications and ensures that every interactions reflects the reliability and excellence that Charles River stands for.
I mean, I have to admit that we got this passion from your talking all this time and during this podcast episode. And I have to admit also that here in the Greek market, we got this because you delivered the message many, many years ago in a very effective way. We have a great, amazing team here with Poppy and now with Grigoris that they're doing an amazing job in MedroLab. But by the way, I mean, it's transferred all those years very effectively, and it's exceptional. So you said about your service, or let's say your mission is to help vital drugs to delivered safely to the customers or to the partners or whatever. This field is very heavily regulated. It's very complex, and right now is getting more and more regulated. How do you develop this engaging content in such field?
Well, this is a great question. I can definitely tell you that navigating the complexities of regulatory changes can indeed feel daunting. I remember when, just an example, the Annex 1 that was also launched, was released in August. And I was like,
what happened?
Why? But yeah, I can tell you that at Charles River, we have an incredible team of subject matter experts. We ensure that we stay ahead of the curve. So they provide insights and guidance we need to create. We need to, that we need to create content to make sure that this content is both accurate and impactful. And so, and this, no matter how challenging these regulations might be. So allow me to take the opportunity now to thank them all, because without them, I would be lost sometimes, because some regulations are really difficult to understand when you don't have a scientific background.
I think all the lines of GMP, GLP, or the Annex 1 by itself is another world. I mean,
exactly. And I know that what we usually do when we have to develop the content is we try to focus on making this content accessible to our diverse global audience. Again, it's a team effort, and we try to simplify complex terminology because we know that probably our content is reaching a diverse audience, and there are not all scientists or subject matter experts in the field. And then we try to tailor this message in order to make it resonate with customers. And as we said before, many of them are not even native English speakers. So we really need to make sure that the language we use is simple, and it's trying to simplify the verbiage used sometimes in this regulation.
It's a part of the communication.
Exactly. So in my opinion, in the end, it's about finding the right balance between technical accuracy and clear, relatable communication.
So the communication right now is getting more complex during the digital transformation. So you might have very easy tools to organize your things daily in the marketing stuff, but at the same time, there is an overwhelming content in the web right now. And while I'm saying web, I'm talking about websites, portals, social media, communities, whatever. So with this digital transformation, which is actually accelerating in all fields, also in pharmaceutical sector, and pharmaceutical production or whatever. What new marketing channels or platforms are you exploring to reach your audience and deliver your message in a very engaging way?
Well, this is also a great question. I echo your sentiment, and I can tell you that yes, digital transformation is revolutionizing every aspect of our lives. Sometimes I ask myself what I was doing 10 years ago when we didn't have all these around. So yes, and above all, we can say that the pharmaceutical industry, in our case, is no exception to this. We talk about the Pharma 4.0 methodology, for example, and this is emphasizing digitalization and data-driven decision making. So we need to take this into account when we are developing our strategies. At Charles River, what we are trying to do now is always try to stay ahead of the curve, and we are trying to explore a variety of digital platforms and tools to make sure that our messaging reaches the right audience we want to target. So from, as you said, leveraging advanced analytics to refine our campaigns, utilizing social media or some virtual event platforms to engage in real time with our audience. What we try to do usually is try to create impactful and always personalized interactions with our audience. And it's all about staying agile these days and trying to embrace innovation to better connect with our audience, no matter they are, the place they live in, because we are a global company, and also to take into account, as we said before, the language they speak. So we really need to personalize our message a lot. Personalization and digitalization are really driving the world moving forward, in my opinion, of course.
Okay, that's great. I mean, yeah, I mean, you gave us some insights on that, and at the same time, you set up the complete challenges that you are facing right now during this digital transformation in multinational companies like yours. I mean, which is, and I have to say that again, you are doing that very effectively, and you are one of the best. So. It is.
Don't make me get emotional.
So, thank you very much, Chiara, for your talk. It was very, great and motivational to get you here in this podcast episode. And one message also to the new year, because we are close to the end of 24, something.
Well, first of all, thank you for giving me this opportunity to be here with you today. Thank you also to you mentioned before, Poppy and all the MedroLab team. It was great to have the opportunity to meet them in person. So thank you also to you, because with your marketing activities as distributors, you are supporting us, spreading the voice and our strategies around the world. In your case, it's Greece, but allow me to take the chance to be grateful to all our partners out there who are supporting us, leading our messaging out there. And regarding end of the year message, well, thank you, because this year was great, was full of opportunities that challenged me enough to grow, because sometimes when there are challenges and you have to look at them with a different perspective,
it's building yourself, is getting stronger and experienced.
Exactly. So personal and work related, it's been a year full of amazing connections and opportunities that allow me to grow, and then allow me to say thank you to every single one who has had an impact just with a conversation like the one we're having today, because it's always great. There is an exchange of energies, and
it's a part of engaging and motivate one the other one.
Exactly. And we need to be, for us who work in marketing, we really need to take all of this into account, because it allows us to bring up our energies while developing our messaging. And then looking ahead, I would really hope that next year will be another successful year, full of collaborations and amazing activities like this one as well, because this will really allow us to feel part of a greater team, and again, just let's always take into account that we work, every success is a shared success. And we are successful when we work as a team, even if we're not working in the same organization as in this case.
Yeah, and we need to deliver the message correctly and effectively to all the audience that, you are, I mean, as I told you, the result is very good, but we need this to do that in a daily basis, because right now the content is overwhelmed to all the platforms.
Yes.
So thank you very much, Chiara.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. It was a real pleasure to talk with you about that.
Thank you so much for having me today. Thank you for the opportunity.
Merry Christmas and have some nice and joyful holidays.
Happy holidays to you as well, and a lot of rest. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.